What's going on, YouTube? Hey, hope all is well, everyone. But hey, get straight to it. So, topic I'm gonna be speaking on this time is overperforming. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably already know where I'm finna head with this. But for those who don't, you ever been in a public setting where you have them people that get to acting out in the ordinary, or you get to seeing people getting the kind of acting a little extra, be putting a little in their performance, in their actions, be doing things that really don't be necessary, or being loud in a public setting, or just like prime example, you'll mess around and just be in a you be in a friend group or whatever, and it's always that one friend that trying to outdo you. You tell a story, and then you got that one friend got to try to one up your story, got to exaggerate their story to try to make themselves look good. Yeah, them type. And they ain't even just necessarily them. You got them type just being in a public setting and just like in an environment you used to going in, like say for instance, like in a store, got in the store, the clubs, shit, the gym. Yeah. Get togethers. Whew. I can go all day with that one about that one. But anyway. And I don't knock certain people because some people they just the way they are, they just naturally like, energetic and stuff like that. But I ain't talking about them, no. I'm talking about the ones that go out their way, go extra far for the attention to the extent where it makes them just they be embarrassing themselves. Yeah. Them type right there, man. I just be I just have to laugh at them and stuff like that. Cause it's like I'll be thinking like, man, you doing all this just to not just to get looked at. Like, yeah, you gonna get the attention, but it ain't gonna be in the way that you want it to. You ain't gonna do nothing but pretty much be labeled as a clown or a lame, but they don't see it that way. And to an extent, I understand them. You know, not not excusing it. Promise you, I'm not. But I understand why. Cause that just basically let you know it show how insecure they very are. They really are, and it just be one of the things. It's like, man, it be fat. It be funny, but sad in the same sense. Cause it's just like it's like, man, it's time to place. To get the doing all this extra and stuff like that. But really, honestly, though, that just show that they ain't emotionally intelligent and stuff like that. And then, you got someone try to size you up and all that. Really, they trying to get your attention and all that. Really, well, most of them be doing that for anyway. And then if you don't give it to them, they just like it get to a point they're just like, okay, they finally get the idea and they just drain themselves out and they go on about their way. But it's just like, man, like I said, it just be one of the things. It just be kind of, it be funny though. I had some try to size me up and all that type of shit, and I'm just like, I be, I be thinking to myself like, man, I don't know what you trying to size me up for, man. I ain't like, yeah, I see you, but I'm not gonna react the way how you want me to react. And it's just like, I'm the wrong one. You need to be trying to perform, trying to one up. I ain't even on that type of time, man. Like, I'm in here. Hey, I'm minding my business, man. Shit. If anything, I'm cheering you on, Hell, I want you to put on your best performance. I'm like, man, I'll be clapping for you in my head. Like, yeah, you go. Yeah, you go, man. Yeah, you go, girl. Whoever. Just like now, them type of people need to be winning Oscars right there. When they get to put on their best show. Hey, them they've been practicing all their life for that, for settings like that, especially in a public setting. They know where people, gonna look at them. But once again, you doing all this for attention, but it ain't gonna be the attention that you want it. But it's still a lot on they still ain't realized that yet. But still, they gonna definitely gonna pull on that show. Look, that's basically what they telling you. Look at me, I want attention. and all that job, and it's just like, yeah. But you know, when you carry like you have that certain presence about yourself, you know, it irritates people. It triggers a insecurities, and then now you become a like not an experiment, but basically like you become a study. They get to trying to study you, get to trying to imitate you and stuff like that. You know, try to move how you move. Like, man, you can't copy anything that's authentic. That counterfeit always gonna come up short. But you know, like I said, a lot of people they ain't really realize that. But yeah, them old performers, man. And like I said, you know, it ain't just you find your friends, family, just people you know all your life, man. Like it just one of them things, man. Like I said, you can't really get away from it. But like I said, you know, that just shows just how very like insecure they are and stuff like that. Damn, look like trying to rain a little bit. But anyway, it's like, but that lets you know that you really carry something on the inside of you. But it also too, that's a them problem. It ain't you. You know, when you secure within yourself, man, you ain't gonna be going out your way to mess around and trying to prove people. You ain't gotta prove that to people. People gonna sense that just the way how you carry yourself. But with them, it just like, nah, they so used to being in the mindset of trying to prove themselves. And you know, that lets you know you look on a deep perspective. That's what they had to do all their life. Constantly having to, that was their way of being, having to show love in the household. They constantly gotta show themselves, perform to be noticed and stuff. And it's one of them things. People gonna go, you know, you got some people that go through that and stuff, and some of them, you got some people that's done, you know, how I said, departed from that, departed from that way of thinking. But I don't know. To me, it's just something about a grown person. And like I said, this goes for male and female. It's something about a grown person be doing that, going out their way to perform and get attention. It just, yeah, just give me like a little strange feeling about it. I definitely look at them different. Whole time, like I said, I be laughing at them because it's just like, man, yeah, I see why. I know why you're doing what you're doing and stuff like that. And like I said, and not to say like whatever they went through, you know, is nonsense because it's definitely not. But a lot of people be using their past trauma as a crutch to do little nonsense, man. To get over, and also like a form of manipulation. But like I said though, them old performers though, they don't be knowing, man. Like I said, I be cheering them on. I promise you, I do. I be cheering them on, and it get to a point to where, man, shit, I damn near want to start clapping for them right there. Be like, bravo, bravo. Then get them a damn role, get them in a movie, a show, or something. Where they get to perform and get to showing out. Like, woo, man. Now you talking about be some Oscar winning performances right there. Man, I think we'll have a whole lot of actors and actresses in this world if they really actually put their mind to the right thing or use it in the right way. But like I said though, when you doing this stuff and ain't gaining nothing from it, it's like, well, you ain't gonna gain nothing from it anyway. Just being real, just overall. But like I said, just definitely gotta be mindful of them and stuff like that. But hey, I'm gonna leave it there. But hey, I'm outie.